My name is Yung. I will present my paper with title Systematic Literature Review of Information Technology Loan-Based Model. Introduction. The challenge of development of IT at the present time is not only centered on technology itself, but must be able to collaborate with other fields to be more useful for our society. One area that uses a lot of IT innovation is in the financial sector, and credit on loan is one of them. Credit process has several stages that are quite complex, but the main problem is the person's ability to be able to return the money that he borrowed until it is paid off. The contribution of this paper will help researchers working in the subject of loan analysis and those working in the banking industry understand various types of loan method, loan analysis is, and various IT-based techniques that has been created to carry it out. Method. The process flowchart in the systematic literature review methodology is presented in the figure. The search words that curious study are credit scoring, loan analysis, machine learning, digital financial, with correlates with loan. Inclusion criteria for articles were based recently published on work in loan analysis or credit scoring, and period considered was 2017 to 2022. The subject selected journal articles of Q1 quality as a demand of high quality. The following databases were used to search for papers in Google Scholar, Science Direct, IEEE Export, Taylor and Francis, and Springer. Ultimately, out of 560 scientific studies and 79 primary studies were selected for this systematic literature review. Loan business model. The first is a traditional loan that bank has provided. An example of financial entity that lends model and takes deposit into the bank. Financial service like wealth management, current exchange, and other payment options are also offered to the bank. According to De Young and Roland, interest margin obtained through transaction as a middleman between the borrowers and depositors in the primary source income of the bank. The second is debt or loan that use information technology without intervention from traditional financial institutions such as banks. P2P, peer-to-peer lending, links independent lenders and independent borrowers. The personal and the financial information of the borrower is shared with the lender, who then decide whether or not contribute to the campaign or loan request. Every loan that borrowers issue is reviewed by a number of lenders. As soon as the loan is funded in full, the borrower will get it, and the lenders will continue to receive principal and interest payment until the debt matures or the borrower defaults. The third type of loan is a lending business crowd. Crowdfunding for lending business is a cutting-edge instrument to get capital. This is particularly helpful in the market that is unstable or dangerous. Due to part of lack industry-wide harmonization, little is now about information openness and management dynamics of this new platform. Loan stakeholders. In general, loan has several stakeholders involved. 1. Customer. The customer or customer is the next actor who plays an important role of this credit process. Customers have a dual role, namely in the bank customers have access of money. They act as depositors of the money for the banks, and the second role when the customer have need the money. They act as money as a borrower, or often called credit. The second is industry. Industry has many roles in economic and banking activities. First, the industry has a role as a customer who borrow the money from the bank. The second role is that the industry, through its business activities, will produce goods and services that will consumed by customers. The third role in the industry is to provide salaries to its employee, producing goods by its customer that the company needs employee. The last role, also important for the company, is that the sale of the goods or products, a portion of the result will deposit in the bank. So the role of industry can also be a deposit customer for the bank. The third is intermediate. Bank, for saving money, is the biggest actor in the credit industry and the largest holders of credit market instruments. But the existence of bank is now starting to shift with existence of information technology platform. The last is government. The last actor who plays a very large role and very influential in the stakeholders is government. The government has a role as a counterweight because when the bank have access money or large a profit, the government will also collect quite large tax. And the government can supply money to the bank if there is a bank that goes to bankruptcy. Loan analysis or credit scoring process. Loan analysis is an estimate of risk of lending money to certain individual, business, and government based on their capacity to repay it, according to Cambridge Dictionary. The loan analysis process is a number of steps. 1. The bank first inquires as the loan reason to potential customer need a loan. Second, the prospective customer of financial performance is evaluated at this level. 3. To ensure the potential client have a consistent financial performance, the bank will now undertake the financial analysis using the format to understand its own. 4. The next stage is to calculate of the prospective customer best and worst estimation and reviewing all of the financial information and cash flow. The next step is to calculate potential client business value. The sixth, the bank will also consider macroeconomics. 7. The following step integrate the potential client. And the last, the following the completion of aforementioned steps, the bank will draft and negotiate the document outlining the term and a condition. Banks typically use the conventional analysis methodology, use a 5C, including 1 is character, 2 is capacity, 3 is capital, 4 is collateral, and 5 is condition. Loan analysis or credit scoring based on IT approach. Iriana Guerinha research in her article entitled Methods for Evaluating the Creditworthiness of Borrowers mentioned several models for optimizing the credit process, and most of which place emphasis in just one process in the credit. The classification of credit scoring, including to Iriana Guerinha's research, is divided into two. One is parametric method, second is non-parametric method. The parametric method includes discriminant analysis, logistic regression, and other nonlinear regression approach. And a non-parametric method include neural networks, genetic programming, expert system, support vector machine, and other non-parametric methods. Based on our literature review conducted and the mapping carried out of keywords, and it was found that many methods for loan analysis have been applied, and most of these use machine learning approach. It is development of machine learning method that use not just one method, but use a combination of commonly used machine learning methods, and all of which done in order to maintain accurate predictive result for the credit analysis process with the machine learning. Its findings from this systematic literature study, it is found that many machine learning are used to get predictive results, but not yet an engineering-based model can perform analysis monitoring during a credit process. There is one only reference in engineering and cash-out management in supply chain, which turn out have a good result to be implemented. The concept of engineering and loan analysis for credit scoring. The life cycle model using engineering approach shows that the concept of circulation of money has a very important role in the economy, and if you disrupt it, will cause problems. In the picture below, it can be seen that loan is an engineered product that can be delivered from source to destination. For further research, we will use engineering concept to carry out loan analysis of credit scoring, where loan credit analysis on credit scoring, which took out only one perspective, will now develop using multi-perspective based on working principles of engineering life cycles. Result and discussion. From the result of systematic literature review of 79 main reference, it can be concluded that linear regression and discriminant analysis and logistic regression method are statistical techniques are often used in loan analysis, where the logistic regression is the most popular techniques. Meanwhile, for non-parametric nonlinear classification, decision tree, random forest, superfactor machine are classification methods that most used to perform credit analysis. But this method has performance is less sensitive to some dataset. XGBoost, LightGBM, and reinforcement learning are the newer method and have a better predictive performance compared to previous nonlinear method. But the problems are often occurs is the better predictive performance of the method, the longer it takes to perform the operation. Computation time is getting longer. Conclusion. After we look several methods and that applied in loan analysis, it can be concluded that loan analysis is a fairly complex process and carry risk on it. So there is still need to develop many better methods because no single method is perfect. Parametric loan analysis has an advantage of computational time. When taking prediction is relatively faster, but the prediction results are not good. Non-parametric loan analysis of credit scoring has a better result because the analysis process uses a lot of data, but has a long computational time. For further research, we will focus on examining loan analysis credit scoring method using the engineering concept because it combines several existing methods and has a multi-perspective approach. Engineering loan analysis or credit scoring for assessment from multi-perspective so that the existing credit process not only benefit only one party but benefits to all parties. Thank you.